Welcome to Crow and Klein, here today with a daily energetic check-in, and I have 3 piles here for our pick a card. And the overall focus of all the readings is, well, it's focus, right? It's where we need to direct our thoughts. When we direct our thoughts towards good things, more good things come to us. When we direct our thoughts towards the things that aren't working out for us, then we create more challenges for ourselves. It is a attracts like situation. It is how energy works. So that is the overall focus of this today. And I have 3 piles to choose from. And pile number 1, we have Starry Night with acceptance. And we're going to use the Magical Nordic deck. Pile number 2, we have Wolf Spirit with family. And we'll be using the Guardian of the Night Tarot for that pile number 2. And pile number 3, we have Eagle Spirit and Freedom. And with this card, we'll be using the Pulp Tarot. Okay, all 3 of our main cards are from the Sacred Forest Oracle. Feel free to pause and consider, and I will see you in your pile. Welcome pile number 1, and our card of focus is Starry Night with acceptance. Okay, this card obviously is about acceptance, right? Knowing that you have a place on this planet that is unique and remarkable. This is allowing the blessings of the Creator to cascade onto your being. You are worthy. You are so very worthy of this grace. Okay? And this is yours when you can embrace all parts of yourself, every aspect of yourself. This is about self-acceptance. So, and there are times when that's going to be challenging. Sometimes it's hard to fully accept everything about ourselves because we all have things about ourselves that we don't like, things that we've done that we cringe when we think about them, right? But when we don't honor all parts of ourselves, it's denying a full experience of life. Okay, there are no wrong experiences. Each one allows you, me, all of us, to grow as a spiritual being. Now, some people say that they can never accept their dark deeds, right? Some things are just wrong. They're just experiences. They're lessons and character builders and strength builders and courage builders, all of those things. In order to bring more light into the world, we have to first accept everything about us, including the dirty deeds, the wrong deeds, the parts that we don't like, right? So what we deny in our life runs our life. So when we deny the shadow aspects of the self, then the shadow aspect of the self gets larger and louder and can run our life for us. So it's really important to accept yourself, okay? Because the more fulfillment and life force energy, more of that will pour into you when you accept even the darkest parts, okay? It's about forgiving as well, forgiving the self and forgiving others. When we accept all that life has provided, harmony will ensue. Okay. Whew. So focusing really on accepting all parts of ourselves. All right. Yeah, and we all know what kind of a struggle that can be to look at the parts of us that we don't like. And I'm not talking about just physical, as with this card, it talks about maybe things that we've done that we're a little ashamed of, or the ways that we've reacted to situations, or all those kinds of things. Like, those are all lessons for us. And when we can accept those, and accept that they are a part of us, and a part, it's a part of us that's still, that's woven into the fabric of our life, along with all the good stuff, then we can fully embody who we are. Okay, there's a lot of freedom and harmony in that, even though it is not easy to do, you guys. So anyway, I'm going to use the Magical Nordic Star to dig into this a little bit more. And I just really quick want to thank everyone for being here. I really, really appreciate you. And I am honored to be able to bring you these readings. All my details are in the drop down. If you're interested in exploring a little farther in a one-on-one, just let me know. All right, let's get into this self-acceptance. Ooh, that's a deep, deep, deep. This is like shadow work, okay? It's not even shadow work. It's just accepting the shadow side of the self. Okay. All right, we have the Three of Pentacles coming out. This card in this deck says recognition. Often it's a card of collaboration, which is interesting. So maybe even just recognizing, aspects of the self. But let's keep going. Let's see where this is going to take us. Okay. Coming out in your energy, we have the Seven of Cups. Now, this is a card of choices. It's a card, it can also be a card of confusion, like too many things to think about, right? But let's keep going. You have a choice, basically. This Seven of Cups is your energy, all right? We got to keeping in mind that they have battles. Five of Wands is about conflict. This obviously with Starry Night, acceptance and self-acceptance, and looking and embracing our shadow parts, obviously is going to create some conflict here, right? The Five of Wands is about conflict. So I guess what we're seeing here, you do have a choice. I do believe the Seven of Cups is offering up the idea of a little bit of confusion in your energy. And that confusion really is, when we deny parts of ourselves, we don't get that full experience, right? That's what Starry Night talks about. So the Three of Pentacles, presenting, the Three of Pentacles can also be about presenting something to an audience. And so maybe this is about presenting your true authentic self, and that is going to help with your foundation, right? Your stability. There is confusion here in your life, in whatever it is that you're doing and working on, and it's causing a bit of conflict. Okay, so really focusing on just embracing the parts of yourself that you don't like, probably are going to bring some clarity to you and a more well-rounded experience in your place in this world. Okay. Yeah, we have the affairs of the heart. So Three of Swords, this is heartache. This is coming out in the nature of with the Three of Pentacles. So this is the Three of Swords is heartache. Okay. But it can also solidify narratives that we've created around things that we have perceived to have been done to us. Okay, or by us, or this can be feeling shame for maybe how you've treated someone, or a situation, like I said before, that maybe you've reacted to in a weird way. Yeah. Heartache. Oof. Yeah. All right, let's see what's in your energy underneath this Seven of Cups. I mean, maybe you've got some opportunities coming in that are going to require you to be a more whole person and embrace those other aspects of the self. That's quite okay. Just one. Oh, there's so many choices with that Seven of Cups. Just one, darlings. There we go. Yeah. There we have the Tower. Yeah, your foundation's coming down. But that's okay, because towers are meant to redirect us, okay, when we're not on the right path. Towers are meant to, well, I mean, your tower isn't built on a solid foundation, right? If it's built on a faulty foundation, it's going to come down. I love in this image, though, all the fire, okay? Because fire cleanses. So this card is also showing with your foundation that, yeah, you're building, your tower's coming down. Your foundation is not stable. And yet we're going to cleanse the energy while we're doing this, right? Yeah, so this is in your energy. This is happening to you right now, this tower. You're in a tower moment. You're in a tower moment. But this is true, because when we finally accept that other part of ourselves, then we have to build new. Of course that changes the foundation. Your foundation will be stronger. Coming out under the Five of Wands conflict, we have the Ten of Wands. This says responsibility, so this is heavy burden, right? This tower energy that is happening with you right now is going to allow you to lay down your burdens, right? It's going to allow you to unload, so to speak. Tens are great. This won't get any worse, and it is an ending. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. I mean, it really feels like you're struggling right now, and the thing that's going to allow some relief is probably some self-forgiveness around some things and forgiveness of others, okay? Anytime we can get rid of any negativity in our heart and in our mind, that opens up space for the positive to expand. And the less room there is for negative, the more room there is for positive. Do you see what I'm saying? So accepting the self, even the bad parts, that's what you need to focus on, pile number one. Okay. Yep. Underneath the Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords is the King of Swords. And so this is structure. So it's time to really... So the King of Swords is also the King of Truth. The hard, cold truth of the matter. Okay? And maybe you've been punishing yourself for things in your life. Okay? Get to the truth of it. Because the truth is, it's part of who you are. And it's part of who you are because you were meant to learn something from it and move on. Okay? Self-acceptance, self-love. There is a lot of structure with this king. There's a lot of intelligence and strategy. And so the strategy at this time with Starry Night and acceptance is basically saying, get to the truth of those things. You know, maybe something happened in your world that you feel really, really bad about, and you keep punishing yourself over and over and over for it. Get to the truth of it. Get to the truth of it. Is it necessary to hold on to? Probably not. Do a little self-forgiveness. If it's something that you're holding on to, like a grudge, get to the truth of it. Because oftentimes when someone does something to us that we hold on to in the form of a grudge, right? when we really, really take a look at it, there is something good that came out of it. Find that thing. That's the truth in that thing. And then forgive that person. Okay. All right. Let's get another card for your energy. There's really, really weird energy in this reading. And I don't mean weird, and it's just, it's like you know what you need to do, but it's become such a part of who you are, this narrative, that it's hard to let it go. But in your energy, your tower is happening. You cannot, when this tower comes down, you can't go back and rebuild on top of that, right? You have to rebuild fresh with sturdier stones, with better engineering. With better engineering, yeah. Okay, yeah. In your energy, your wishes, your dream. This is also a card of healing. The star is a healer. So yeah, there's some confusion, and your tower is coming down, but you're not letting go. I mean, you're holding on to your wishes and your dreams, and you're looking towards your guiding light in your energy. You're looking towards your guide. Look, she's looking up, looking to the stars, for guidance, maybe. Yeah. I mean, this, you guys, is really beautiful. This is kind of some hard energy here, but you're not giving up. And that really matters. That matters. Because you do have a place in this world, and you do believe, you do deserve the best of everything, and you do believe that you can still reach it. Look, she's still reaching for that star. All right, you're going to have to focus on just accepting yourself for who you are, and who you are as a divine being, okay? You are from the stars. The stars, I mean, I did a reading the other day, and, you know, when you send that thread to the stars, that intention to the stars will send this magical thread back, and those threads connect, and beautiful things happen. Okay. Yeah, so we have the Hangman coming out underneath kind of this. This is the keep in mind pile. So this is really tough conflict, probably internal conflict. A Ten of Wands is heavy burdens, and then we have the Hangman coming out. So yeah, you were moving along in a way that wasn't working, and probably weren't making the necessary changes, which is why we get put in limbo, okay? The Hangman is kind of a cosmic timeout. You cannot move forward. There's no moving forward with the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man has to stop, reassess, and pivot, and find a new approach, okay? Finding a new approach. And with this pile, the approach is, you know, embracing all aspects of the self, understanding the lessons in all things that you've been through, whether it's something you've done to somebody else or something that someone's done to you. Of course, you know, this is all about perception as well. So focusing on being loving and understanding with every aspect of the self, it is going to allow you to move forward, to rebuild, and to get to your dreams and your goals, okay? Because you deserve those. You are a being of the stars. And out comes the Ten of Cups. Yes. See, once you can do that, look at the joyfulness. This is a card of contentment and emotional wish fulfillment. This is going to come out when you're able, and it doesn't mean it's overnight, right? You're probably still going to have some negative self-talk things. You just have to recognize it. and say to yourself, yeah, that's who I used to be, but that's not me anymore. So goodbye, you know. Acknowledge and let it go. Acknowledge and let it go, and replace it with something better. Replace it with something positive, okay? Yeah, when you do that, we have communication. Yeah, this is also really fast moving energy. So when you do that, this 10 of Cups is going to come in real fast. I'm loving all this sort of green on that side. And a heart chakra, there might be something opening your heart, healing your heart. The Star, healing your heart. Okay. Yeah, we have the Knight of Cups, the Dreamer. Keep dreaming. Embrace the self. All of the self. I love the Knight of Cups. Like this can be incoming love as well. And this, personally, for this reading, not personally, but for this reading and focusing in on this reading, you know, this really is about self-love. The Knight of Cups brings a proposal, so maybe make a deal with yourself. Make a deal with yourself. Become friends with your shadow side. Become friends with the aspects that you don't like, okay? Dream. Play. There's a lot of love with this card, okay? Dare to dream. I feel like there's an energy with this pile of not feeling worthy of getting what you want. But you are, you know, that's just an inner dialogue you've been telling yourself, and it's time to step away from that. It's time to understand that you are absolutely worthy. Okay. All right. Understand. Did I not just say something about understanding who you are? And the King of Cups comes out, which is in this deck the card of understanding. There's a lot of love here. There's a lot of love here. Yeah, understanding the self, understanding who you are, acknowledging and accepting. Okay, I want to grab just a couple of spirit animal cards for you. You know, it really kind of feels like you've been going through it a little bit. Yeah. You know I've talked about it before, you guys. There's a really great book by Colin Tipping called Radical Forgiveness. And it is about, there's some really great ways of forgiving others and forgiving the self in that book. And I would highly recommend it. I've owned several copies over the years. I've given away several copies over the years. And it's just an amazing, amazing, amazing book. Okay. And that might be what you need right now to help you sort of over this little hump and to sort of understand why it is that we go through things in our life, right? Okay. Bobcat Spirit says, life is a mystery. Life is a mystery. We're here to have this beautiful experience, and if we keep ourselves split in two, we don't get the full meal deal, right? Life is a mystery. If you want to enjoy it fully, you've got to embrace all aspects of the self. Life's a mystery. Not everyone likes a mystery. I'm kidding. Time to let go, says Groundhog Spirit. Yeah, time to let go of all that negative self-talk. It's time to let go of punishing yourself. Let it go. Because you deserve so much more. Okay, let's get one more. And then I'll let you go and think about this. I'm going to go and think about this myself. Yeah. Oh, learn from the past. Elephant spirit. So all of those things, all of those experiences that you've had that aren't what you wanted, that made you feel less than, there's a lesson in those. And I know we talked about that earlier, finding the blessing in the things that didn't work out. Because when something, even though something doesn't work out, something else does. And if we can focus on that, okay, that just leads to more wisdom and discernment, and it makes our path forward much more clear. Okay. Wow, elephants. I've had elephants on my mind all morning. I don't know why. All right, pile number 1, that is your reading. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe, share with your bestie, and I will see you next time. Welcome, pile number 2, and our card of focus is Wolf Spirit and Family. Keeping in mind that the overall theme of all 3 piles actually is focus and what we need to focus in on. So this is our card of energetic focus, Wolf Spirit and Family. Okay, so there are a lot of misconceptions about wolves. You know, we hear lone wolf a lot, you know, when we think of someone who's kind of a loner and doesn't seem to have a lot of people around and that, whatever. But wolves are highly social and loyal. Okay, family means everything to a wolf. Each pack member has a place in the social strata of whatever clan, whatever wolf clan that is. They're excellent communicators. They use their voice in various configurations. They also use expressions to convey meanings to other pack members, right? They're highly protective of the members of their pack, aka their family. And yet they enjoy playing. They play a lot, even into adulthood. So they are very family oriented. This is just one of the misconceptions about wolves. So with this, basically Wolf Spirit is saying that your family has your back, okay? And a lot of times our family isn't necessarily blood relation, okay? It can be our friends. It can be a group of people. It can be one person, right? So you do have a true connection to someone or a group of people or certain individuals in your life, and they have your back. Okay? These are your true family. And for some of you, your family is your true family, right? It can be blood related, but it doesn't have to be. So whoever and wherever your family right now, whoever they are, wherever they are supporting you, and you are safe. So you can safely communicate your truth with them. And this is a time to be willing to communicate from the depths of your being. So there's something that you need to talk to them about. Okay? Be willing to stand, talk, and address them from the very center of your being, because this heals. All right? Support is all around you, even if you're not aware of it. You have to release the belief that you have to do it alone, because you don't. This is a time to heal rifts in the family. This is a time for you to encourage those in your soul tribe. Okay? And allow yourself to be supported. You don't have to go it alone. Okay, that was a lot, right? Allow your soul tribe, your family, whoever, whatever that is, to support you. Yeah, I mean, by speaking to them from your depths. There's something you need to communicate to them right now. All right, so let's focus in on family. I love the wolf thing, and I love that they are so family oriented, right? Pack oriented. All right. I have Guardian of the Night Tarot. So we're going to get into this a little bit here. And while I'm shuffling up the cards, I would just like to say to all of you who are showing up, thank you. I really, really, really appreciate you. I mean, this has been quite the healing journey for me. You know, being able to bring you messages every day is quite healing for myself as well. And I hope that it helps. So if it fits, great. If it doesn't, don't make it. Not a big deal. But thank you. I am honored to be able to do this for you. Okay. Family. Oh, okay. We have the Two of Swords. Now, this is a sword of making a decision. It's not always a easy decision to make, but to me, with this one, you know, and the frog is on one sword right there, it seems like maybe you have come to a decision about something. Okay. Okay, and this is your energy. You are moving forward with something. All right. Boy, this is a honey badger. I love the honey badger. I mean, they don't give up. They are tenacious, right? So there's something that you are moving forward with. You know, and the chariot is also about overcoming obstacles. So there's something that you're moving forward with that you probably need your family's help with. Okay. This is in your energy. You are very tenacious, pile number 2. Nothing's stopping you. Keeping in mind, we have the Wheel of Fortune coming out. So this is karma and destiny. This is fated. This is already woven into the fabric of your life. Okay? It's already there. It's something you got to do. Oh, let me move that over a little bit. And it's going to involve you opening up and speaking from your center to your people, to your soul tribe, to your family members. All right. There is a decision. Yes. Okay. The nature of... Okay, so the Two of Swords, you're making a decision about something, and it is going to take you to this... I mean, the Six of Wands is victory and success. It's also a card of recognition, right? Like, other people are going to see what you're doing, and they're going to recognize in you what you're doing. You might get some props, some pats on the back, whatever it is. I don't feel like this is your intention. Your intention is not to, you know, be put on a pedestal, right? I think your intention with this energy and this reading is to be able to move forward with whatever this is that you're working on with the support that you deserve. Okay. If we don't talk to people about what we're doing, how can they support you? How can they support us? Right? If they don't know that you're working on something, or they don't know that something's been really challenging for you, how can they support you? Okay. So keeping in mind the overall energy for all 3 piles is what you need to focus on. And right now you need to focus on opening up to your family about what's going on. Speaking from your center. Stand tall like the wolf spirit. And speak from your center. You might be surprised. Okay. Okay. Yeah. In your energy is the 3 of Wands. It is forward momentum. It's moving forward like the chariot. This is also communication. The 3 of Wands typically, you know, moves forward with the planning of the 2 of Wands. This is sort of building your world in the way that you want. And so there's something in what you're doing that is going to be it's incredibly creative. whatever it is that you're trying to build for yourself, you are moving forward with it. Okay. This is a very magical energy, I think. So you've got some really good energy cards showing up for you. I really like that. Yeah, you're not giving up. This is good. What I say is the Two of Wands. Keeping in mind the Two of Wands. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you gotta step away from what's comfortable and feels safe. Sometimes things that feel safe for us aren't really very safe. And step through. I mean, it's like stepping through the portal, stepping into another realm, you know. You're on the way to, this is sort of the planning stage of building the world the way that you want to, the way that you want it to be for you, for your best and highest good. So it's fun that we have the two, and the three is showing up in your energy. So you're already moving on with this plan, right? There's a bit of a longing to move forward too with this Two of Wands. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, you're going to need a little bit of support. Yeah, oh wow. Look at the sun is coming out. You know, you deserve to be supported, because in this pile, I really get the sense that you are like the cheerleader for everyone around you. If you have a family member or a bestie or even just a coworker who is putting themselves out there and being courageous in starting something new, doing something new, you are the one who's there cheering them on. Okay, and so by opening up and letting others know in your soul tribe what you're up to, they're going to help you get to victory. They're going to help you get to this joy and happiness and sitting in the sun. All right. Success. Success. It's almost like it may be like the missing piece to your puzzle, right? I'm not really sure what kind of support. The support that you need right now can be different for each person, very individual. So, all right. Yeah. Wow. In your energy, contentment. Contentment. This is emotional wish fulfillment for everyone. For everyone. Like, your joy is going to ripple out to everybody else. I love that these raccoons are kind of high-fiving down here. Look at all the different animals in cooperation, living together, right? Wow. This is a really amazing card, you guys, and this is in your energy. This is going to happen when you ask for whatever the support is that you need. Or it's not even about asking. It's just about expressing what it is that you want to do. Or you know, maybe you've kept... It's about asking for the support that you need. This is what it's about. It's about speaking from your heart, speaking from your center, because the people who are your true support are going to support you, okay? Yeah, we have the Knight of Pentacles coming up under that Two of Wands moving forward. So yeah, I mean, this is deliberate movement towards a stable foundation, towards some stability that you're really, really wanting, okay? You know, Pentacles are all about material and financial stability, right? Because when we have that, because we do live in a material world, we still have to pay the bills, you guys. When we have that foundation underneath of us, then anything else is possible, right? So this could be maybe what you need some help with. I'm not sure. Like I said, it's going to be different for each person. You know, everybody's situation is a little bit different. But the point is, it's time to focus in on that support system that you have. And expressing. Remember, the wolves are very expressive with their facial expressions and their voice. So being a good communicator about what it is that you need. Okay. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Yep. High Priestess. Yeah, things are happening, things are moving. You're not afraid to dip into the mystical, magical, the shadows, to create what it is that you need. You know, the magician is the material world, the high priestess is the inner world. So getting in touch with yourself, understanding and walking in the shadows for a little bit, you know, maybe you're going through a dark night right now. This could be why you've been a little quiet about the support that you need. You know, a lot of times when you do this inner work of like the hermit, you know, we are in this mystical, magical energy of understanding with the high priestess, you know, the shadow side of ourselves. All right. And we can go kind of solitary when we're in that. And so you're really being asked in this pile number 2, to reach out. It's time to come. It's time to come out of the shadows and be expressive with the people who are incredibly supportive to you, because you deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 8 of Swords. So, yeah, you're at a place in your world right now where you're feeling a little trapped. This card of frustration. Why aren't things working out for me? Okay? It's time to reach out and communicate and ask for the help that you need, because the 8 of Swords is really a self-imposed trapped feeling, right? It's not anything that anybody's done to us. We've done this to ourselves, and so it's time. It's time. Reach out. Let them know. Let them know. All right. Is anything else gonna come out here? This is great. This is great. I mean, it can be really, really hard energy to open up, you know, but understanding that you don't have to do it alone is a pretty cool message, I think. All right. Okay. I have the Spirit Animal Oracle, and I am going to just pull a couple. Since we have all these beautiful animals down there already, let's just pull a couple to see what's... Wow, okay, Life is a Mystery. Interesting, this came out in the last reading too. There we go, focus. This came out in the last reading. Life is a mystery. Life is a mystery. Yeah, we got to figure it out. We can't do it alone, unfortunately. I mean, I say unfortunately because I've been a loner for most of my life, and I'm kind of in that place too, where I know that I need to sort of reach out for some support, and it's really, really hard. And there's a lot of pride with that too, right? Asking for help is not a weakness, and it's a lesson that I'm definitely learning. Okay, we have Buffalo Spirit with the abundant universe will provide. The abundant universe will provide. Yeah, when we reach out, reconnect, allow people to know what you need. We're not all psychic out there, right? We're not all psychic. Some of us are. But I mean, as far as like, You know, you may have someone around you right now who needs help and you would never know it because they would never say it, right? And that's kind of the energy of this pile, is that maybe you just would never say it, right? Brown bear spirit, take time out. Well, it really feels like when you express, you know, that you do need whatever kind of support that you need in what you're doing, you're going to be able to exhale. Pile number 2, it really feels like you're holding your breath. Take time out. Almost feels like you need a little self-love, maybe a hot bath with some candles and a cup of hot tea, right? Okay. All right, pile number 2, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe, share with your besties, and I'll see you next time. Welcome, pile number 3. Your card of focus is Eagle Spirit and Freedom. Isn't that a beautiful card? So this card indicates that it's time to break free. Okay, and it's time to let that spirit fly. Be as daring as you want to be. Go beyond your own predictable behavior, right? Fling your arms up to the heavens in joy and just go for it, right? There is freedom when we release the fear of moving forward with something. There is a freedom when we release the fear. You know, there's a saying, there's nothing to fear but fear itself. And the reason that that is a saying is because fear will keep us from soaring high like Eagle Spirit, okay? So this card can also appear when you've let life or others restrict your freedom, okay? Recognizing that you might be living by somebody else's expectations is kind of the first step towards reclaiming your power, all right? Don't get trapped by convention or the expectations of others. The truth is, you aren't here to be ordinary. You are here to step beyond limitations and self-imposed boundaries. You have the ability to choose your life on your terms, okay? You may not always be free to create the exact circumstances of your life, but you can certainly decide what meaning to give to situations, right? Select meanings that empower you. Hold the intent that boundless freedom surges through you. And so it shall. All right? This is a time, once again, to express yourself. Don't hold back. Choose life on your terms, and don't be trapped by the expectations of others. All right? This is what we're focusing on. And remembering that the overall message, the overall theme of all 3 piles is what you need to focus on. Okay, I have the Pulp Tarot. We're going to use that to dig into this message, pile number 3. I want to thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you. These are timeless readings. So whenever this shows up for you. And I really, 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 really am thankful and grateful for everyone who's showing up. I appreciate you so much. And, you know, thank you for helping me build my online community. And I am so honored to be on your journey with you. And hopefully this message gets where it needs to be. If it doesn't fit, don't make it. Here we go. Are you ready? Pile number 1 and 2 are like, whew. Okay. All right. We have the 7 of Pentacles. Sorry, you guys. My focusing thing is not working. Right? Focus. 7 of Pentacles. This is someone who's done an awful lot of work, and you're just kind of sitting and waiting for fruition, right? She appears to be trying to decide what to do with all of her money. It's a card of faith. It's a card of faith typically. You know, do you have faith in what you've been working on? Um, and are you doing it according to Eagle Spirit? Are you doing it the way that you want to do it, or are you doing it based on someone else, or societal structure, societal rule, blah blah blah, all that stuff, all that restrictive stuff, right? We want to step away from the restriction. Your energy is coming out as the Three of Cups. This is community. This is celebration. This is a good time right here. Okay. So you have good people around you. Okay. And you're understanding this. This is your energy. Oh. Whew. I think I had a kitty hair on my nose. Okay. Keeping in mind, you are definitely having some anxiety about whatever this is, okay? Anxiety, sleepless nights, worry, your mind is spinning, things aren't working out. Now, with this particular card, it's, this image in the back is the Five of Swords. Okay, now that's a real bully energy. That can represent someone who is going to win it at all cost. And so, with this energy being, are you living by your standards, living the way that you want to, or are you moving around in a world that is dictated by someone else? Now, with this card coming out, especially with this bully energy in the background, I would say that that's kind of confirmation. So doing it the way everybody else says that you have to do it is causing this it's causing sleepless nights, it's causing worry. There's also a feeling of headaches and brain fatigue. I'm also getting a real feeling of sort of nausea with this card. So that's for someone, okay? Are you making yourself sick with your worry? Right? It's time to be daring. It's time to be daring. Time to be daring. All right. Yeah. Wow. You've got the Sun coming out. I mean, this is the card of success. It's the brightest card in the whole deck, right? And it's coming out underneath. So whatever, you've been working on something. You've been working on something. How do you get it out there your way? Because it is bringing in the success of the Sun, okay? Wow, 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 wow. Okay, yeah, this is totally different energy than... I mean, I do think that this reading is attached to pile 1 and pile 2, because pile 1 and pile 2 are actually coming through something and reaching an understanding. And when you have that understanding, this freedom with the Eagle Spirit is going to be so much easier. So if you're drawn to pile 1 or 2, check it out. Check it out, because I think they're both leading to this. They're both leading to pile 3. Okay, yeah. Whew. Coming out in your energy, the Queen of Pentacles. This is an incredible foundation, financial and material. It's abundance. And look at, she's like, here. This is your energy. Like, you're willing to share, your abundance. You're willing to give back. You're willing to... I mean, to me, this really feels like... It almost feels like, look what I did. You told me I would never make it. You told me I couldn't do it. Look at what I did. That's what it feels like. Okay, and this is in your energy. Once you do it your way, you're going to be like, neener, neener. You told me I couldn't. Look what I got. I have all the stability. I have all the money and the material goods that I need. And now I'm going to go help my besties, right? That's the energy I get with this card. And this is showing up for you under your energy. Wow. Whew, yeah. Holy Krakatoa, I love it. This completely different energy than pile 1, pile 2. All right, keeping in mind, yeah, the Eight of Swords is feeling trapped. It's a feeling of frustration. It's a feeling of, I can't move forward with this, but it is kind of self-sabotage in a way, all right? That trapped feeling is something that we do to ourselves. This is not something that anybody did to us with this Eight of Swords. The bindings are loose. I mean, she could wiggle out of them at any time, pull the blindfold off, and step away from the swords, okay? So it's sort of a perception issue, right? The perception is that you're trapped. The reality is when you stop living by other people's rules or how you're supposed to do things and you do it your way, this is going to go, all right? Yeah. Doing it somebody else's way, living by somebody else's construct and expectations is really, really messing with your head. All right? That is the pile of keep in mind in this reading. Living by someone else's expectations is really messing with your head. Really, really messing with your head. All right, let's go back to... Yeah, we want to go back to the pile with the sun. we want to go sit in the sun. All right, we have the Knight of Wands showing up under the sun. This is the card of being tenacious, right? This is the not giving up. This Knight of Wands goes charging in, right? The wands are really fast-moving energy. There's great communication with this as well, and self-confidence. Okay, this is the approach to take. You take the spark of the Page of Wands and you fan the flames. The Knight fans the flames until that fire cannot be extinguished. There is nowhere to go but success. And with this coming out under the sun, that is the energy. Oh, I don't know if you can hear that. The crows are throwing walnuts on top of the roof. And on my neighbor's truck. I don't know if you can hear that. Okay. All right, let's get another card for your energy. Oh, wow. Yeah, the Queen of Wands is coming up in your energy as well. You've got 2 queens in your energy so far. Now, the Queen of Wands, she is fiery and juicy, and the self-confidence. Oh, my goodness sakes. This queen doesn't care what anybody else thinks. This queen will absolutely listen to advice and then do what she wants to do. This is beautiful. Whew. Wow. Yeah, keep in mind, so when you start doing whatever it is that you need to do in your own terms, on your own terms, by your own self standards, you know, this is the Ace of Wands. Obviously, it says Ace of Wands, but it is the bonk on the head card. This is a gift from Spirit, okay? This is the wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey card. When you understand that you've been living by someone else's rules and expectations, and you wake up and you move out of all of this crazy mind stuff, right? These mind traps and this anxiety, and you see the gift for what it is, all right? You are the gift. and you have something that needs to be presented, and you're going to do it your way. Your way is going to bring in so much good energy and financial stability and juicy creativity and all the things that are encompassed by that word freedom. What does freedom mean to you? Right? It's living by your rules, I would imagine. Okay, let's go ahead and get another card here. Card of balance. Moving towards your balance. I also like it because it's kind of a showy card, right? It's like she's putting on a show. She's juggling those. Also has the infinity symbol, which is a never-ending source, right? It's a never-ending source. And with this being pentacles, it's going to lead you there. You're going to have a never-ending source of your material and physical, your physical foundation. Physical, material, financial foundation. Wow. Okay. Yeah. When you're working from that place of authenticity, that place of who you really are, and understanding how you need to work projects, how you need to work through things, how you need to do it for yourself instead of for somebody else, you are going to draw in a karmic relationship. Okay, this is a soulmate connection. Now, it can be love. It can be a love partner. It can also be a business partner. It can be a bestie. It can be a group of people. It can be a union of you and another aspect of the self, right? This is divine love, though. It is karmic. It is a soulmate connection. So you might be blocking this a little bit by staying in your head and living by the expectations of others, all right? When you do it your way, be bold and daring. When you do it your way, there's amazing, look at the 2 twos. Balance and union. Balance and union. Yeah. And the Ace of Cups is showing up. This is yet another gift from Spirit. There's so much love and joy with this. It is a card of relationships. It's a card of your cup overflowing. Your heart is going to be so full, it's just going to spill out to everyone around you, right? Bringing love and joy to all. All right, let's see if we have another one. This is beautiful. The message is very, very clear, pile 3. Very, very, very clear. Okay, anything else? Oh, that one kind of stuck to my hand. Yep, the Magician. Look at, there's that an infinity symbol again. Yeah, you are definitely creating your world the way that you want to create it when you do it your way. You have all the tools that you need. You have all the tools that you need. And you have with the Ace of, or the Queen of Wands, you have the confidence to do it. Right? You have the confidence and the tenacity with that Knight of Wands to do it. Who cares what other people think? Okay? Who cares? All right. I'm going to get a couple of spirit animal cards for you to wrap this up. It's pretty clear. It's time to do it your way. You've probably been working on something and it's not been moving the way that you want to move it. And so it's time to do it your way and release the expectations of others, okay? Yeah, see the big picture with Giraffe Spirit. There is a bigger picture. You know, when we live by other people's expectations, it sort of dims our peripheral vision, right? We don't have a clear vision of what it is that we want until we do it our way. Until you take the steps for your best and highest good. That is where freedom lies. Horse Spirit says freedom is yours. All right, let's get one more. This is beautiful, you guys. This is really beautiful. All right. One more. Maybe. Do we have one more? No? There's one. Dream the world into being with the lizard spirit. Yeah, this is how you make your dreams come true, is by doing it your way. It's time. Be bold and daring. Let go of how this world and whatever has sort of tethered you to it. All right. You might need to do a little bit of cord cutting, and release the need to do what you need to do by societal norms. And I'm saying norms in air quotes, right? There's a lot of people out there that have advice and want to tell you what to do. And that's fine. You can listen to that and then do it your way. And that doesn't mean that you won't be using any advice at all. You'll pick and choose what actually suits you and what works for you, but you're going to do it your way. So dream the world into being. This is how the world became. There was a thought, and then it was. And that's what we're here for. All right? Make your dreams come true. Okay, pile number 3. That is your message. It was beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.